Jack Posobiec reporting live from the White House here for Rebel Media today. We've got a lot of breaking news, all in regards to the Comey Memo. What is the Comey Memo? When did it come out? How did it come out? How is the mainstream media reporting it? And what is the political fallout? Essentially, what happened was the mainstream media claims that they have a memo written by James Comey in mid-February after the meeting he had with Donald Trump, in which this memo claims that during the dinner, Donald Trump asked James Comey, then the FBI director, before his recent firing, to halt or call off, essentially, the investigation into former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. This memo has not been seen. This memo has not yet been released. But in just the past 12 hours, this has ignited a political firestorm here in Washington, where members of both parties, as well as the media party themselves, calling for President Trump's impeachment over this, calling for hearings, calling for investigations, using the words obstruction of justice. CNN actually referred to it as a modern-day equivalent of the Nixon tapes, and Wolf Blitzer specifically used the words impeachment when talking about President Trump. What's very interesting to me is that the entire affair seems extremely similar to the Billy Bush tapes and the way that played out during the campaign in October of the campaign, just prior to the second debate between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. At that time, there was a concerted effort from Paul Ryan, Reince Priebus, and other members of the RNC establishment to convince Donald Trump to resign his candidacy, to step down and allow Mike Pence to step up to become the candidate for the Republican Party. Is that something that we're seeing today? Is that a reboot, essentially, of that plan? It was called at the time the GOP coup. Are we seeing another GOP coup that's being timed and sort of orchestrated around this Comey Memo? We heard Paul Ryan, the Speaker of the House, give comments earlier this morning that he is interested in looking into this situation and investigating further whether or not this memo has come out. Jason Chaffetz, the House Oversight Chairman, has issued a specific memo to the acting director of the FBI, Andrew McCabe, for this memo to receive it in full, and any other memos, should they exist, regarding Comey's discussions with President Trump. That being said, there are many who are questioning the authenticity of such a memo and whether or not it constitutes actual proof of something the president said or didn't said. There are also other members that are questioning the constitutionality of anything that President Trump may have said to the FBI director, as the president in the Constitution is the executor of law in the United States. There's a lot of questions, there's a lot of moving parts to this, so stick right here on Rebel Media for all the developments as they unfold. I'm Jack Posobiec, your Washington Bureau Chief and White House Correspondent, Rebel Media.